week on Did Y'all See, we're talking about Stacey Dash saying we should do away with BET, the NAACP Awards, and Black History Month, the Oscars So White boycott, and Monique pointing fingers with her open marriage. Get into all this tea on Did Y'all See. So, did y'all see that Stacey Dash was trending yesterday for a majority of the day because she was saying that the whole discussion about the diversity of the Oscars is ludicrous. That was her word. And she said we need to decide if we are for integration or segregation. She said because if we're going to talk about the Oscars being so white, we need to talk about the BET Awards and the Image Awards, and we should get rid of Black History Month.
I think it's ludicrous.
Why?
Because we have to make up our minds. Either we want to have segregation or integration. And if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black.
You know, just throw it all in the pot because we're all American.
She's a moron. Let's just put that out there. The white man is using her as a pawn, and she is ready and available to be used. I mean, she's stupid, so it seems like she just tries to get more and more outrageous with each comment, you know, whatever. I'm not checking for Stacey, but the highlight of this was BET with all the shade and all the memes. Like, you were on the game. You were a presenter at the Image Awards. You were in Kanye's video, What Gets Blacker Than That? And you were on all these covers. Like, girl, what you talking about?
You've been collecting this black
right.
money. You've been collecting. BET said, so can we get our check back? Since the whole network is unnecessary.
Exactly. And I totally agree with Jazzy. Like, not only does it not get blacker than you being a video vixen for Kanye, but you dated someone from the Nappy Roots. Let's really assess this. Let's really be clear, okay? So I just think that Stacey is obviously, like Jazzy said, a pawn because no one was checking for you after Clueless. No one white was checking for you after Clueless, okay? So
They just call you Dion.
Hello, always. So you were always that token black friend to them. So now you feel like just because you're on Fox News that you've done something worthy. You ain't worthy, B. You don't even wanna end because it's just
About her.
exactly like why waste oxygen?
Yeah, and I just blame Lisa Ray because they did Single Ladies and things went left, and she's never treated black people the same since. So Lisa Ray must have done some kind of voodoo on her all white. And Stacey was like, I am so done with these niggas.
All of them.
All of them. All of them. Even the president, all of them. Done with all of them. Even myself and my black ass family. No, but honestly, like you guys already said, I mean, Stacey Dash is such a joke. And then what always kills me is like, she's just extreme. There's no like real base, smart, formed opinion. Everything is just like, let me tell you what it really is.
No more Black History.
Stop complaining about a pay wage gap. Work harder. Fuck talking about the lack of diversity, but even though they want black people to come up here and hand out these awards at the Oscars. Get rid of BET.
And cancel Black History Month.
Okay? Cancel Black History Month. That's the real issue. Are you black or are you American? Like, boo. She got to get up off that crack. I don't know what's going on with her, but she's literally like, at first it was kind of like shocking, then it became disappointing, and then it was just like, oh girl, shut up. Because there's an agenda that's so clear that it's like tired at this point. It's like everybody knows that being talked about on social media is like what's big nowadays. So anything
You're not getting no money.
Okay, at least BET was paying you. So anything you can say and do to get some kind of attention is so you think that shit is cute. And it's like, you're too old for that. You don't have any formed smart opinions about anything you're talking about. You just rant and you disrespect people who fed you, who gave you opportunities when nobody else was checking for you. And you think that that's okay. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. And one thing that I wanted to say is I'm so sick of people who say that we shouldn't celebrate Black History Month. Your ass don't celebrate Black History Month. You don't have to read a book. You don't got to put on no kente cloth. You don't have to do nothing. Just do you. Do what? But why would you want to try and say that people shouldn't have an opportunity to embrace their culture, a culture that obviously in our school system and in general is very washed over so that we can learn everything about what the white man did. You know what I mean? And as a black person, to me, that's not disappointing. It's just straight up disgusting. And if you don't respect that, even though that's how you got where you are now, that's fine. Shame on you, but that's your business. But let the rest of us, you know, be proud of everybody who paved the way so that your monkey ass could be on TV talking about how we don't need Black History Month.
Exactly. Because it's Black History Month that got you in this position now.
Hello.
And we're going to respect the fact that you're a black woman on TV saying some foolishness. But there would be no you. There would be no you. And let's not talk about, listen, I don't want to start getting into like name calling and all that, but
Oops. Go there.
Stacey Dash is not exceptionally talented. Okay, y'all? So the fact that she is getting all this shine and attention from Fox News is for the simple fact that she is the token black friend. Like this is someone they can point to with black skin saying, oh, she believes that Black History Month is okay. Oh, she believes that we don't need a BET, or she believes we need a White History Month, or she believes we're all American. Like, you are just a pawn in the system. Like, Fox News, this is what I said in my piece, like, you're a pawn and pawns get sacrificed. Fox is the empire. They're gonna always look out for them. It's not about you and being represented on their network. They don't care about you. They're trying to promote their agenda and pander to their white audiences who are bigots and racists. And you've fallen right into that trap. And when you leave there, when they get tired of you, when they find another token, when they find somebody else who express the same views for cheaper or whatever, they're gonna be done with you. And then where you gonna be?
At home with Damon.
Because the black community is gonna be done with you after this.
She's not gonna be home with Damon.
You're not
She said her
working.
family don't mess
Damon
with
don't
her.
mess with them, yeah.
Really?
Well, so what's next for you?
So you ain't got
Stacey?
your family, you don't got your people, you ain't gonna have nothing.
What's next for you? Listen, the world is changing and the Fox News audience is dwindling down. So think about the future. So did y'all see that Jada Pinkett Smith took a stand on her Facebook page? She released this video saying that, you know, black people are people of dignity and we shouldn't have to beg for anybody's acceptance or acknowledgement. So she and her husband, well, Will came out today and said he's not going, are not attending the Oscars and they are not watching. They were like, no disrespect, props to Chris Rock, but we can't be a part of it.
I can't help but ask the question, is it time that people of color recognize how much power, influence that we have amassed, that we no longer need to ask to be invited anywhere? Hey, Chris, I will not be at the Academy Awards and I won't be watching, but I can't think of a better man to do the job at hand this year than you, my friend. Good luck.
So what do you guys think of it?
I mean, it's definitely what you believe in. If that's how you feel, then fine. I feel like Will made some questionable comments about race and diversity in the past, but I mean, if you saw the light and you woke now and you see what's going on, who better than you than to, you know, say, hell no, we're not standing for this no more. We don't have to beg for you to recognize us. We can celebrate ourselves. And who the hell said that the Oscars has to be the end all be all?
I mean, I love Sister Deaconess Jada Pinkett Smith. I love her. But you know, like Jasmine said, the questionable comments that Will has made in the past,
Saying racism is rare.
right? You know, it's like you're totally for it, obviously, but then at the same time you're like, but I just want to know, how did they get to this place when a month ago or 2 months ago you were out here saying otherwise? So that's why I'm like, I don't know. And not that I agree with the Sister Hubbard. However, she did make good points that they do have their own production company and they no, but it's true, they have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, like
Say her name.
Hubbard, Hubert.
You know what I thought? I was like, was it because like he didn't get nominated for concussion? Didn't Janet say that too?
Maybe.
I try not to go with crazy on Viv. I try not to go down that road with her.
But some of the things.
I said we wasn't gonna say her name.
Blacktress Janet Hubert coming to you, not in a post, but sort of in a post. And today being the celebration of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday and hitting 60 years old, I'm at that point where I'm like, I don't give a kitty.
Okay, Mama. How many times I gotta tell you? How many eyes do I have to shoot at you?
Y'all can keep talking about her though, because it's relevant. She got a lot of shine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely don't agree
she
with
don't like us.
everything.
She don't like us.
So should I do this?
No, keep going.
I just, what she did say is real. You know, you do have this production company, and they have done films on Black history, like the Angela Davis documentary they did, phenomenal. But since then, you know, like if you want to open doors for other people like you guys who have come from inner cities and you want to get into the entertainment industry, I don't. Take the mic. You're staring me down. I feel your eyes burning.
Wait, what was
supposed to be looking? That was my attempt.
they had a production company that they should be putting other people on.
Right, that's what she said.
Right.
Since they have Oprah.
Do you think
Does that not make that makes
think that?
absolute sense?
Do you
Like,
not think that? Or do you what do you guys feel?
Like, because they did Love and Basketball.
Are they
done
putting people
ATL? They've done.
Oh, never mind. So can I retract my statement?
No.
I just like Janet. What you been doing
don't make no
from
sense.
the kitchen table? What you been doing? See, this is why I didn't want to bring her up because she's ridiculous. But I just feel like it's never in response to just that part. It's never enough. You can't make nobody happy, even if you fund these Black movies, even if you give these people these opportunities. Even they did the Queen Latifah show, like they
With all them black ass gas that you ain't.
I mean, I can't hear her over the bitterness, so I try not to even listen. So moving on from that, but I think it's nice that they decided that they don't want to go. Yeah. I don't think it had to be a big thing where you had to like. Where everybody needed to say, I'm boycotting, I'm not going. I mean, but I get it. You want to stand with people and you want to show that, hey, you need to recognize the work that we do in front and behind the scenes. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that decision to not go. I just, at the end of the day, like, the same people who are voting for the Oscars are always, who are putting out the nominations are always the same old white men. So it's kind of like, it's hard, It's hard to really get in there.
I feel like Jada been turned though, probably.
Yes.
And Will is just now getting on board. Yes. And I feel like when he made those comments, now that I think about it, he might have came home and she was like,
Okay.
Nigga, what?
Exactly. That's how I feel. Yeah. That's how I feel.
I was all here for it because I feel like we just take too much abuse from the man, and I think it goes deeper than even just the Oscar committee. It's like the studios, it's the executives, it's people who are making these decisions not to cast people of color. So I was totally here for it. I mean, I felt like, me personally, I saw Creed and I saw Straight Outta Compton, and the fact that y'all nominated, I cannot wrap my mind around it. The fact that y'all nominated Sylvester Stallone for this role, when you have, I don't know the guy's name, is it like Jason Mitchell, who played Eazy-E in Straight Outta Compton? Like, the two are no comparison, but you want to nominate the white screenwriters who did Straight Outta Compton and not Ryan Coogler, who did the screenplay for Creed. So what's up? I don't understand it. And then the fact that you had 10 slots for movies and you only filled 8. Like, what's up? Even to me, Dope could have been nominated. I just don't understand. I'm not understanding what's going on. Like, y'all just don't care. You just don't care. It's like, we're set in our ways. We've always done it like this, and then y'all just gonna deal. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not coming. So, speaking of Jada and Will, y'all, Monique is out here again talking about this damn relationship. So, she said that the open marriage was her idea because she wanted to keep sleeping with this man that she had been sleeping with. Okay, that's really nothing new. But what I found so interesting was that Monique said that people don't question her open marriage people question her open marriage in ways that they don't question Will and Jada's, because Will and Jada are more attractive.
I don't think Monique and her husband are unattractive. Right. I'll just start there. I never looked at them and said, oh God, like never, ever. I think Monique is a beautiful woman. Yeah. I think her husband is an okay looking man. Like, that's not a problem. I didn't, no shade. I wasn't saying it like that. But first of all, Will and Jada never came out and said we're in an open marriage. You the one out here shouting from the rooftops, all over the blowhorns. I'm in an open marriage. Oh, I changed my mind. It's not open no more. Oh, we're in an open marriage. We're kings and queens. We're from Africa and we don't stay with one person and we don't want to own each other and blah, 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 blah. Deal with it. Why we need to know the inner workings of your relationship? And that's so childish to be like, well, they're doing it too. Like, how old are you? I just want Monique to. I feel like she's always been a very strong woman.
Right.
I just want her to own that.
I just, this is really just a case of like, I don't have shit going on. So it's like, I must talk about this ridiculous.
You stay coming
Really?
from Monique's career. Talk about facts.
I was like, that's what
100. 100.
Facts. Preach. Go. Jump in.
Because I just feel like
Tell it.
you and your husband decided, she was blackballed in Hollywood, right? So y'all decided to do a production company, right? And y'all had Blackbird, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
Blackbird, and then that's it. And now we just keep talking about this marriage. So unless you're not making a documentary or a movie or anything
Which could be
about this open marriage,
right, about being an open marriage.
so why don't they talk about the inner workings of that than talking about, like so and so doesn't agree with me, so now I need to put on for the city, and then clap back at everyone who's like, no one cares. Like, honest to God, no one cares who you're fucking. Really, they don't. They don't.
Speaking of Oscars, I don't know how you go from winning that to now being the main thing you focus on is like my open relationship. It's like, I know I shade Monique, but it's quite sad. Because she's too talented for this. Like, even looking back at clips of Precious, this week or whatever, after J. Cole got married, I was like, she acted her ass off in that role. She really is talented because she can do a multitude of things. But one thing she needs to stop doing is talking about this shit because it's ridiculous. And the whole problem is she feels like people are judging her because she's doing it. People might be judging her because she's talking about it, because she needs to be. You don't need to tell everybody all of that. And that's the sign of things aren't going well in your career when that's what you're leaned on and you're sharing with the world. But I think more than anything, people criticize her because she doesn't have a backbone to stand on with it. It's like 1 minute I'm okay with it, 1 minute I change my mind about it, and the next minute, why are you judging me because I'm back on it? And if I want to be fucking that nigga out on the corner when I meet him at my show, why can't I go have, like, it's just a whole lot of erratic responses to the whole thing, and it's just kind of like, Monique, just stop. Like, even the fact that you have a podcast about this, like, it's like, why do you want that to be
Your claim to fame.
right? Why do you want that to be part of your legacy?
Your sex life is such a small part of your life in general. I don't know why you're putting such a laser focus on it, especially in the public eye. Like, what you and your husband do, and you and the stranger, and you and the next man, and you and this person, and you and this woman, what y'all do, I don't care. I don't care. It's the same thing, the same way I feel about people and their fascination with the homosexuality community, the homosexual community. I don't care. I'm not in their bedroom. I'm not watching them have sex. I don't care. If you want to talk about your open marriage, then, but why is that your central focus? Every time we see you, you talking about that. Every single time. It's just whack. It's
Whose
tired.
idea was that?
For what?
Right. I'm like, whose idea was that even?
The open marriage?
To do the podcast.
Probably hers. I'm like, why do you have to explain it? If that's what works for you, like, what's understood don't need to be explained. Yeah. We in an open marriage, so why I'm telling everybody else about it? It really is open. Because, and not just sexually. We know too much about y'all right now. My thing would be, I'm thinking like, Monique has kids. Every time somebody talking about your mama, they talk about the fact that she's fucking some other man. Like, why?
And she's on stage saying it.
Why? That's way too much.
Yeah.
That's
Like
way
teenagers.
too much. If my parents were doing that, I don't need to know about that. I don't want to know about that. I don't want to know about your sex life as a couple. I definitely don't want to know about you and the next person. Keep it tight.
Literally.
Girl, it's just so weird. It's so weird. That's it for this episode of Did Y'all See? For more videos like this one, be sure to check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/MadameNoire.